Hello, hello, hello. It has been a while, right? We have not talked in a while. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Hi, my name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And today I am coming on with an Ask Me Anything. So today's topic is Ask Me Anything. If you are a business owner, small business owner, or if you want to be a small business owner, then let's have a conversation about what that looks like. Come in, come in, come in. If you're one of my regulars, it'd be good to see you again today. You haven't saw me in so long. A lot has happened. So before we get into the meat of the conversation, go ahead and share this on your page with any of your business friends, and go ahead and like and subscribe to where you're seeing this. So if you're on LinkedIn, then go ahead and like LSMB Business Solutions page or my page. I'm Linda Murray Bullard. If you're on Facebook, it's under the LSMB Business Solutions page. Go ahead and like and follow it. That way you get the notification every time it comes on. Or if you're on YouTube, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And that way you'll get the notification every time we're on. What we try to do is have business topics for business people. So if you're a business person or if you're thinking of becoming a business person, then the conversations that occur here are for you. They're to give you information, give you enlightenment, help you meet some people, make some connections. I have guests on from all over the world, and they talk about all the different things they do. So you're welcome to go ahead and like and subscribe in the comment section where you are watching this recording, whether you're watching it now live or you're going to watch it later in the replay. If you click on to allow StreamYard to show your name, then I'll know who you are. Otherwise, it'll say Facebook user or LinkedIn user or uh, YouTube user, and I won't know who you are. So that's how that works. But yeah, but this is the Business Plugs Mixer. I am getting ready. This is like wonderful in that I've been doing this for so long, for since 2019. And I've tried to come on most Sundays at 7, try to be timely. Doesn't always get there. That's part of the show, is that you never know. It may be, it has been 8 o'clock sometimes with me getting on. But what I try to come on is bring content and information that you as a small business owner will find useful when you're trying to decide or make decisions about your businesses. Today is Ask Me Anything. So unless everybody's gone out, to the beach, I'm not at the beach. I wish I was, but you see, I have the beach on my mind, right? I love beaches, and I can't wait till I can get out to go to one. This week I had my booster shot, so that was a big deal. On my next door page, people were, chiming in about the booster and talking about all the losses. So, moment of silence for the people who lost someone due to COVID. And that's out of respect of the families that follow me who have lost someone. So many people are writing on that post on Nextdoor. It's at nextdoor.com because I wanted to share that 8 months after I've had COVID, I was going to get my first booster. And I know people feel some kind of way about it, and that's fine. That's fine. Everything doesn't have to be a debate. Like, there are some decisions that you have to make for yourself that has nothing to do with anybody but you, right? And so my decision was to get the booster. I received the 2 shots before that because I already know how this body is going to act without the booster, right? Without the vaccinations. I was in a coma. Like, I got tested positive for the COVID Delta variant in September. On September 21st, I went and got tested. On the 23rd, I received my results in a email. I screenshot the decision and sent it to my sons. My oldest son says, I told you, Mom, to go to the emergency room. I don't remember that, but I do remember very, very clearly calling my doctor and asking her what to do because I didn't know what to do. I just knew I felt lousy. I didn't think I was in distress. I just felt I had no energy to get up. I had a few meetings that I was supposed to attend, and I was sending them emails saying I'm not going to be able to make it. I am extremely fatigued and feverish. And so I found those emails that I don't even remember sending, but I did, evidently. So I remember taking a shower and changing clothes and going to the ER. I remember walking in the ER. I remember parking my car, walking in the ER, and asking my son, once they told me that I probably have to stay, asking him to come get my car. Now, I remember that clearly. That's all I remember until 15 days later when I woke up from a coma. And they say within minutes of getting there that I collapsed, I flatlined. And so they did their best to resuscitate me. And then they put me on the ventilator. And so I was on the ventilator for 15 days. When I woke up, none of my body worked, like none of my body worked. And so since I got out of the hospital October 18th, I didn't have insurance at the time. And so what that meant is I couldn't go to a rehab hospital because they only have a certain number of beds for the uninsured. So I had to come home and do outpatient physical therapy, which I praise God for my son and my goddaughter and my youngest son as well. They all were on duty, made sure I had everything I need. My oldest son, you all know, is a battalion chief. He was exercising with me. He's like, "Oh, mom, we both need to do these exercises." So, but they cooked for me, cleaned for me, like kept me until I was able to get on my feet. And then once I got on my feet, they were gone. And so that's because they know that's how I live. Though I am pretty much independent, and that was part of the problem because independently I was thinking I won't get the shot until they cleared all the clinical trials and all that. It was never that I wouldn't get it. It was just a point of when would I get it. And I decided myself, well, I'll get it after they're finished with the clinical trials and things, a couple of years or whatever. And COVID didn't care about that. COVID said, no, ma'am, you are going to get COVID. You're going to get COVID now. So, doing physical therapy, I have what's called the long term COVID, the long COVID, some people call it. And it's where it's not as severe as I was. Like when I came home, I was on oxygen. I had to have, I think I was at 60 units of oxygen. And went at first I was on 100% oxygen, let me tell you. And so I had worked my way down. And then I decided that they had taught me breathing exercises I could do. And I decided I didn't need the oxygen anymore. So I took myself off oxygen because I started doing these breathing exercises. And even now, I still have moments of shortness of breath. I have random pains that shoot through my head and through my lungs. And they say there's no medical reason for me to have these pains, but they come through like a lightning bolt and they get attention. And then I have to regroup and that kind of thing. So even that's still happening. But saying all this because I went this past week and I got my booster. It was time, 8 months out. It was time to get my first booster, and I'll get another one. I think sometime or another they'll let me know. But in cases like this, it's important that we remember that we are doing it for who. So in my case, I'm doing it because I know how my body reacts without it. But I want to be here for my sons and my grandchildren. My granddaughter calls me now. She's going in the first grade, baby Sue. She has my middle name and she is the joy of my heart. But she's going to first grade. But now she's starting to call and wanting to talk to me. And I can't imagine her wanting to call and talk to me and me not be available, me being unable to respond. And so I'm going to do everything I can to watch her to grow up to be the beautiful little girl that I know she's going to grow up to be a beautiful woman. So, with that being said, let's talk about business. So, one thing I wanted to come on and talk about, and it is about business assessments. So, a lot of you may feel like you're stuck, like you're not moving forward. Like it can be very frustrating when you own a business, and you know how when you first open your business, everybody comes out, all your supporters, your friends, your family, everybody's there for you. But then you get to a point where they're not coming anymore. And you've had a lot of customers, but they're not coming anymore. And so what do you do? And so you have to figure out what's not working. And that's where the 360 business assessment comes in. It's where you look through all of your business model and you try to determine what is it that is blocking my success. Like, is it I'm not doing email marketing? Am I doing a still waiting on a pull as opposed to I should be doing a push? Like, it's understanding the different strategies that are out there in order to help you to move to your next level. In order to do that, you have to understand and identify what's not working. And then where things are not working, you start learning, well, what automation can I put there? What technology is out there to help to make this easier? Like, is it a manual lift? Am I not doing enough hours? Or am I doing so much in hours, but I'm still not being productive? So, how can I assess my business to find out what is going on so that I can move forward? So that's why I came up with the business assessment. There's a business assessment. It looks at 7 areas of your business. So it looks to make, first of all, make sure you're in the right structure, because structure is very important. If you, a lot of people, and I know a lot of people, the easiest way to go into business is an entrepreneur. It's you sitting your stake in the sand and saying, I'm in business. Hey, you go get a license because you want to be a licensed business owner, and then you just start doing business, right? Easiest way to get in business, because you only pay what you pay for the license. However, it is also the most risky part of being business. And if you have assets, if you have personal assets, you may want to talk to a legal advisor to give you information on which of the many structure, there are 5 major, but many of the structures that are out there that will better suit you as a business owner, right? Like whether you have partners or not, um, whether you want to be a part of several different arrangements, but that's for a legal person to sit down, a legal advisor, a business legal advisor, right? An attorney that is in business law, that understands business law. Because I went to a meeting the other day and they would say, "Oh, I have intellectual property at," or they were trying to get a patent, and they said, "Yeah, well, I have a friend that's a lawyer, so I'll ask her." But the thing about it is, if you are looking for entertainment, like if you're a performer or you have the arts, you want to find an attorney that is familiar with your type of service. So let's say if you are a business, like a regular brick and mortar, you want to get a business attorney. If you're in entertainment, you want to find an entertainment lawyer. If you're trying to get your intellectual property sealed so nobody steals it from you, you want an intellectual property attorney. Like, all of those are different people who have who have different training and who specialize in different things. So a lawyer is not a lawyer is not a lawyer. Even though there are lawyers that are very good, you want to get one that specializes in your particular need, and that way you'll get the best advice that's out there. So yeah, so that happened. Another thing, so we talk about structure, we talk about operations, like looking at how you get whatever you get done. Are you lean and efficient? Are you wasting money? Like, do you have the best product vendors out there, suppliers? And how can you look? How do you know? How do you know you're getting the best price? And understanding very simply about how your operations is set up. Do you have standards of procedures? Like, if something happened to you today, can somebody come tomorrow and do what you need done? I was talking to a business owner this week, and she was telling me that somebody was leaving and they were not really ready for them to leave, but they're leaving. So, okay, so people leave, that's a part of it. People come and go. But what will help her in the next person that replaces that person is making sure the SOPs are in place. So it lessens the training time of one-on-one training. Like, this person can read the manual, follow the procedures, and get the job done while you are still operating, doing the things you need to get done for your business. So understanding the importance of having a standards of procedures, a standards of processes in your business, SOPs in your business, so that you can operate, and so that even when people leave, you can still bring somebody in and they can actually hit the ground running because you've given them the tools to do that. Things like that. And then automation. What automation does your business need? And then we talk about marketing. Oh, marketing is a big one. So the difference between marketing and sales is marketing gets you known, sales gets you paid, right? So understanding, are you getting known? Do you have an effective marketing campaign? We talk about all of that. We talk about who your target audience is. We look at your avatar and try to determine, do you have the best, or do you know who your avatar is, first of all? Because even if you've been in business, I've had this question at one of the events I was at, where the young lady said, well, I've been in business for 2 years and I don't know who my customers are. People from everywhere come, but there are some commonalities of the persons, the targeted person for your business. I don't care who you are or what you're selling. So understanding what that is. The next thing we talk about is we talk about sales. Like I told you, marketing gets you known, sales gets you paid. So understanding sales strategies. Like, do you know that things that we need should be positioned in a very different way than things that we are impulse buying or luxury buys? Like, there are different ways for different products of how you would present them. And that's a sales strategy, right? Developing a sales strategy where you can sell X number and this is how you're doing them, making sure they're in the right place, making sure they're getting right in front of the people that want to buy them, like things like that. And then distribution. How are you getting your product, your service to your customers? So we look at that. We look at what's the best thing for your industry, because in industry you have standards. A lot of people do what they know to do best, right? So if I know to drive around town and deliver these packages to you is cheaper than me putting them in the mail in my head. But then when now with gas prices, you really have to look at that and say, okay, is it cheaper for me to drive these all around, or is it cheaper for me to put them in the mail and let the mail people do what they do? Like looking at things holistically in your business to make sure that you are on top of saving money. A lean operation means you're not wasting time and you're definitely not wasting money. So this assessment will help you with that. The other thing is your business financials. Like, are your finances in order? Can you go and pull a profit and loss statement? Do you know what your cash flow statement says? Is your books balance? Like understanding those three things will put you ahead of so many things. If you're looking for funding, or if you're looking for an investor, or you're trying to bring on people to be supporters and partners, like understanding your finances, like being able to read the reports and knowing what the reports mean and how you as a decision maker impacts those reports, that is going to be paramount for you to understand this next level of where you're going and to when you're getting unstuck. And then the final area, like I told you, there were 7 areas. The final area is customer service. We look at the after the sale, because most new business owners do one sale and they're done, one sale and they're done. And what we teach you is that one sale and done will not help you to grow your business. We have to teach you how to create customer journeys and what that looks like in order for you to have repeat customers. Because it is true that having repeat customers is a lot cheaper than trying to get new customers, chasing customers every month. Somebody told me, somebody was saying, well, anything that's being chased doesn't want to get caught. And so you want to make sure that you're not chasing customers. I love to see when people attract customers. That's a very different spin, right? Rather than having to chase customers every month, customers are actually out here Googling, looking for you. Like there's in the search engines trying to find your service, your product. How do you get those people? How do you attract them? What do you have set up where they can find you? So understanding that. So those are the 7 areas that I advise for a business assessment: your structure, operations, marketing, sales, distribution, finances, and customer service. Yeah, those areas are the areas we talk about. In addition to that, we talk about so many other things that has to do with the business, like being able to tell your story. Can you tell people why you're in the business you're in? Can you tell them why you're the best person for the business that you're in? A lot of times it only comes down to being able to tell our story. Like, why did we choose this business to be a part of? Why did we join this industry? And understanding and knowing that and being able to tell it to someone helps you to develop your pitch. And every time you tell it, it makes you stronger. So there are elements of a pitch that we can talk about. Another thing is, do you have a business plan? What does a business plan do for your business? Like, it helps you. There are so many benefits of having a business plan for your business that you won't believe. Not just for to get funding, which that is a great way of getting funding. Not just that, but also it helps you to think through your. When we talk about the business assessment, when you're doing a business plan, you're doing a business assessment, and you should be looking through your business model and making sure that things work at their best, like your performance is at its highest, because you know exactly where things are, you know how the process should work. You're checking to make sure that the customer experience that you are giving is the one that is valued by your customer. Because a lot of times with new business owners, we want to put our own spin on it, and we want to put our own flavor on it. And that's fine and good, but you need to make sure that you're attractive to the customers who are looking to you to give them service and products. So that's a different spin. Putting your customer first in everything you do is how you win, and it's how you start to attract them as opposed to having to chase them, right? Another thing is we talk about, so in June, so coming up June 11th, I am starting the next cohort of the Building Your Own Business online training class. And so I've put the link here. $50 holds your seat, like always. $50 holds your seat. And you can learn how to do business overall. It's an overview. So it's using the Kauffman Foundation's Fast Track program, which is an evidence-based online training curriculum that goes through 90 days. So in 90 days, you can go from idea to implementation. A lot of people have sung the praises of Fast Track. Like, you can Google it if you want. You can Google Fast Track, and it's FASTTRAC by the Kauffman Foundation. I will be starting the next cohort. In fact, we're having open enrollment now, and I have the link in the description below. Also, if you would like to be on the Business Plugs Mixer, let's say you have an innovative product or service that you're doing that you want to get the word out, then this is a great platform for you. This goes to about 15,000 people on five, I think, major platforms. So if you're just new getting started, it is the perfect place for you to get known, to get seen, get heard, get known out here in these marketplace streets. So yeah, so that's what I come on for. My name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the Business Plug. And the Business Plugs Mixer comes on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. We talk about various business topics in order to help business people. And if you're a business person who would like to come on, then reach out to me at the link that's in the description. And with that being said and done, I have talked and talked and talked. I don't see anyone has come and joined me. I know I've been gone a few weeks, guys. And so you're probably just living your lives for Sunday. Or usually you're at home getting ready for Monday, but tomorrow is a holiday. So maybe you're on the beach somewhere. I hope you are. I hope you're having a great time. And I will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we'll talk about something that's fabulous and exciting for business. You all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.